So you've decided you want an SUV for your first car, but you know the cost of insurance, tax and petrol will be higher than an equivalent hatchback. So we've got you covered with the best choices and their real costs with insurance quotes based on a first-time driver, small SUVs and crossovers. Nissan Juke. The quirky design of the Nissan Juke is a bit like Marmite. Either you love it or you hate it. Either way, its boxy build allows it to be nippy around town and easier to park compared to others on this list. It's definitely the most city-friendly, however to your backseat passengers and not so much. Space is cramped, and however much Nissan tries to make it not look like an overglorified hatchback, it just is. The Juke, however, does support a 5-star NCAP safety rating, and the Nismo model patches a lot of punch. Just avoid the 4-wheel drive option unless you're made of money, as fuel economy takes a drastic hit. You can pick one up for below £5,000, and your first year of insurance with a black box will be £883, and $1,399 without. Fiat 500X. The Fiat 500X is not to be compared to the standard 500, which it shares few similarities beyond its name and the exterior styling. The interior cabin is spacious and can easily fit 5 adults with decent legroom in the front and back, and it has a large boot as well. While in the front it does support a high driving position, this SUV is best suited to the city streets and would greatly struggle off-road due to its low ground clearance. But if you get the 1-litre 3-cylinder petrol engine, you'll have one of the lowest insurance rates on this list. And you can pick up one with decent mileage around the £6,000 to £7,000 range, and your insurance will be £881 with a black box and $1,589 without. Ford EcoSport. EcoSport. Sharing DNA with the popular Ford Fiesta, the EcoSport is a well-rounded SUV with a huge selection of engines and trims that fit all budgets. Performance is decent as well, with great handling even for its tall size. However, initial models were lacking basic features, so if you can stretch to the post-facelift model from 2017 onwards, you'll be rewarded with better safety kit and a much-needed upgrade to the infotainment system. However, size is where the EcoSport lacks, with it being smaller than the Fiat and the upcoming Renault. Fitting 5 people is going to be a little bit cramped. However, high initial prices have tumbled on the second-hand market, allowing you to get a great bargain. You can pick up a 2015 model for around £6,000, and insurance costing £1,021 for a black box and $1,860 without. Rhino Capture. Much like the Fiat and Ford, the looks of the Capture is sized up to its familiar hatchback equivalent, the Clio. However, this time it shares a lot of what made the Clio great. A clean interior, decent handling, and light steering, making parking a doddle. The newest safety features from the 2017 model onwards have helped to push insurance costs lower, and with comfort in mind, it's going to be great on longer journeys. It has more passenger room than the EcoSport, but lacks in boot space behind the Fiat. With all of these crossover options, it's a trade-off for size versus sportiness. You'll be able to pick up a Capture for a bit less than the EcoSport for around £5,000, and your first year of insurance being £1,000 with a black box and £2,200 without. Medium-sized SUVs. Jeep Renegade. While built by the same people in the same factory who make the Fiat, don't be mistaken. The Renegade outshines it in all areas. A proper off-roader with a great build quality, decent fuel economy, and with distinctive eye-catching Jeep styling, you can't go wrong. If you're going to be hitting the gravel at all, this is the best SUV to have on this list, thanks to dedicated 4x4 systems and high ground clearance. And if you want to push it to the extreme, the Trailhawk model is the one to get. However, you'll be paying way above this insurance rate for this trim level. The Renegade does catch a pretty penny at around £8,000, and your insurance costing $1,350 with a black box and $3,800 without. Dacia Duster. Dacia has been long known as the budget brand, but with their newest SUV, you'll be surprised. Comfort, build, and decent engines to match, this model has wowed reviewers again and again, as you get so much bang for your buck. And if you grab the 1.3-litre 130 horsepower engine, you'll be golden. And with the option of an all-wheel drive system, everything is covered. You'll be able to fit 5 adults inside snugly, but other than that, there's not much more to mention. You can pick up one for around £4,500, and insurance with the black box being $1,080, and without being £2,500. Kia Sportage. While not the best looking on this list and the most dated, the Kia Sportage does sport a 5-star safety rating and so much space you could sleep in the back. This is a proper full-sized SUV, and while there are smaller petrol engines on offer, it's best to go with the diesel, ideally the 1.7-litre turbo diesel, to keep that tax bracket down. And yes, while it doesn't live up to the sport in its name, a smart all-wheel drive system will keep you in place wherever you take it. And don't forget about that 7-year Kia warranty, and if you can, grab the refreshed 2014 model, which features some new kit. They start around £7,000 on the second-hand market, and insurance with a black box being $1,100 and without £2,300. Nissan Qashqai. While smaller than the Sportage, the Qashqai is another great choice. With an optional panoramic glass roof and 4x4 systems, Paired with light steering and a compact boxy size, it is no wonder why this is one of the most popular SUVs in the UK. So finding a well-maintained model should be an easy find. There's easily space for 5 adults, however the rear pillars and sloping roofline may be a struggle for those over 6 feet. Fuel economy and driving quality is better than the Kia Sportage, but only marginally as a trade-off for its smaller size. However, it's cost you're worried about. Its higher insurance will negate any fuel benefits in the short term. You'll be able to grab one for around £4,500, and insurance with a black box costing £1,300 and £2,600 without. So what did you think? Did you get an SUV for your first car? And if so, which one was it? And how much was your insurance? Tell us down in the comments below. Remember to smash the subscribe button, leave a like, and suggestions of new top car lists you want to see.